To use the saliva collection kit, open the packaging and remove the tube and instructions. You may require assistance from another person, but be sure the donor is the only one touching the funnel and collection kit. Leave the small cap in the packaging for later use. Be sure to fill out the label on the tube with the information of the saliva donor. Do not remove the plastic film containing the solution used to preserve the sample. Do not eat, drink, smoke, or chew gum 30 minutes before giving your sample. Before spitting, relax and rub your cheeks gently for 30 seconds to create saliva. Place the top of the funnel close to your bottom lip and spit into the funnel. Spit until liquid saliva, not bubbles, reaches the fill line. It is okay if bubbles are in your sample as long as they are above the fill line. The fill line is marked on the side of the tube. Close the lid firmly until you hear a click. The liquid from the cap will mix with the saliva sample to preserve it. If your skin or eyes come in contact with the solution, wash with water. Do not ingest the stabilizing liquid. Hold the tube upright, unscrew the tube from the funnel. Take the small cap and screw it tightly on the top of the tube. Shake gently for 5 seconds, then discard the funnel. For infants and young children who require assistance, use the swab collection kit. If a child is able to donate saliva without assistance using the adult collection kit, this is the preferred method. Do not allow children and infants requiring assistance to handle the sponges or small cap, as they may be a choking hazard. Be sure to fill out the label on the tube with the information of the child or infant. Check the sponges for damage before and between each use. Use the second sponge if damage is present. The sponge should only be used for one donor and be discarded after a single use. Only use the provided sponges to collect the sample. Do not use any other sponge or collection device. Avoid any contact with the top of the sponge with anything other than the mouth of the donor and the funnel. Donors should not eat or drink for 30 minutes before giving saliva. Keep the donor in an upright position during the sample collection. To begin, tear open the packaging and remove one sponge. Place one sponge in the child's cheek pouch between the cheek and gums. Hold the sponge in this spot for 30 seconds until the sponge is saturated. Once the sponge is saturated with saliva, insert the sponge into the V-notch of the funnel. Ring the sponge using a twist and push motion. Keep the tube upright. Repeat this process, placing the sponge in a different area of the mouth. Ring between each placement of the sponge. Generally, the most saliva can be found in the front bottom gum area. Do not allow the child to suck on the sponge, as it will lengthen the collection time and may damage the sponge. You should see saliva flow into the tube. Continue this process until saliva reaches the fill line. If the donor becomes distressed during the collection process, retrieve as much saliva as possible, but it is okay to send a partially filled sample. We will do our best to extract sufficient DNA. Close the lid until you hear the click. The liquid from the cap will mix with the saliva sample to preserve it. Hold the tube upright, unscrew the tube from the funnel. Take the small cap and screw it tightly on the top of the tube. Shake gently for 5 seconds, then discard the funnel.